Okay, it seems a lot of theorists were correct. And I guess this explains why Kinemon really does hate a dragon. But it doesn't explain on why Vegapunk decided to create an artificial dragon dragon fruit that almost looks the same. It also doesn't explain that if Kaido is a Death Seeker, then why the hell hasn't he drowned himself? Or are you implying that he wants a warrior's death and drowning himself is just not cool? Or is it for the fact that he has tried, but he is a creature so he also can breathe underwater? There is just some things here that does not make sense. But hey, it's One Piece, so we should all do it. It's an info dump of a chapter, as this is One Piece chapter 921, and this is me, the Angry Anime fan. First of all, cover page of Tokyo Girls, although I have no idea why Shopper is one of those things there. We see many girls, but for some strange reason we see Big Mom there. I'm saying Big Mom there because she may be a mother, but I do not consider her a woman. Either way, for me, the Angry Anime fan, here to inform you about all of this. It also turns out that Shoten Maru really was a samurai. I thought that was an identity of law, but no, it really was a thief. And it's pretty strange, you know. You know what I consider strange? Well, I thought Shoten Maru was, a rebel or something like that. But no, he's not a rebel. Well, he is a rebel, but he's not on the side of the starving people. He's just as arrogant, as disrespectful as all the other samurais. But he is not on the side of Kaido. He's only serving himself. Huh. I found that pretty strange. Either way, there's an info dump of a chapter as Cookie reveals that the reason why they're gonna attack the Unigamashu is because there's a fire festival. Apparently a place where the Wano Kuri people celebrate Kaido as a wise king who protects his country. And we all know that is not true. We do not know what Orochi and Kaido did to frame the Kozuki family, but Kaido is not a wise king, nor is he someone who protects his country. And paying their respects is nothing more than a facade, as they will only become drunk and eat to their heart's content as the shogun and his processions will get to that one place. Do not know exactly what they're gonna do, but hey, it is what it is. But I guess this answers why Kaido is not always in Wano, he is really there. It is also revealed that Kinemon actually does have a wife. I mean, he is kind of a cheating person as he is so, flirting with every beautiful girl. But it turns out he really does have a wife. And who is his wife? None other than Utsuru. You know, the tea owner. And I was just like, what? Are you serious? I mean, that actually makes a lot of sense for Kinemon flirting with every beautiful girl he meets. Because, I mean, Utsuru isn't ugly, per se. Given to the fact how she's drawn, she's not exactly pretty, either. But it appears they have no children. Either way, Kinemon mentions that they're gonna find their allies by finding a piece of paper that symbolizes two firebirds on top of the Habu Pit Viper. It's confusing, but the citizens of Wano Kuri will understand this message. So, and it's apparently meaning something between 5:30 to 6 p.m. And then they will look for all of the different allies with the Kozuki mark of it all. But then Zoro and Usopp had infiltrated the capital, but we all know that Zoro, well, he failed with that. But I have a very big feeling Zoro is gonna end up in Unimashu anyway, because, well, you know, it's Zoro. While Frankie has become an apprentice carpenter of a guy who built Kaido's estate, while Robin is getting closer to Orochi by becoming a dancer. slowly every single one will move into pieces. And the Kinemon also mentions that Brook's ability will also become very useful. As well, Sanji's culinary skill will draw in people and find out what they're looking for. While Nami's, well, ninjutsu skills, I mean, no, weather skills will work as ninjutsu. So with that, they all change into their outfits thanks to Kinemon. And Nami, of course, gets a very sexy kunoichi dress. In fact, that is not even considered clothes. I'm all for ecchi, but that... Ugh. Even Sanji felt a little bit annoying this chapter. And given to the fact how Uda treats his character, that's not surprising. But I mean, Sanji is all about drooling for the ladies, so that's all fine and good. But the fact that he's saying that and that, it just feels a little bit annoying this chapter. I don't know why. Yeah, Chopper was also very annoying. He's also a ninja, but yeah. Nami's clothes, I would hardly consider that kunoichi. It's just Kinemon and his perversions. Because then we meet another kunoichi, actually a real one, Shinobi, who is an ugly-looking woman in a full-body suit. And it's and according to Kinemon, there is a different type of Kinochi. This ugly-looking Kinochi is called Shinobu, and Sanji, of course, have a hard moment that if he didn't see Nami's if Nami wasn't here, his heart would have been shattered, especially since Shinobu says that she was a master in the art of bewitchment. But the strange thing is that Shinobu is actually agreeing, saying something like, attractive women are lethal weapons after all. Actually, starts to make sense a little bit that almost every single ninja or weapon or whatever are, ugly when working for Oden, because so far, well, maybe Kiku is a difference, but then again, she talks like a man, so I wonder. It's either way, they're gonna track down 3 very powerful allies: Kawamatsu, Denjiro, and Ashura Doji. Ashura Doji we already know of. It was the strong samurai that Oden defeated. So it appears that he spared his life and then they became retainers. They have also served Lord Oden, so they will definitely be powerful allies. So that's good. But then we get to the leftover town, where bandits are actually raiding them. And no, it is not the Beast Pirates. It's Shuten Maru, who despite not working for Kaido, raids this village of the food that Luffy gave them anyway. With the justification that this was nothing more than a short act of heroism, and there's no longer any samurai to protect these pitiful weaklings. I have to say, as I said in the beginning of this, I am greatly disappointed by these actions. Because I consider there were 2 types of samurais in this Wano Kuri. There were those selfish, egotistical, and very cowardly-like samurais that serving Orochi. And Urashima seemed to be one of them. And then there were the honorable ones who knows about Orochi's corruption and wants to change it. Those who were loyal to Oden. However, Shotenmaru appears to be neither. He's not loyal to Oden because he doesn't believe the words made by Otoki, as well as consider those words to be nothing more than a fantasy. But he appears to not be loyal to beast pirates either. So, and not loyal to Orochi either, as he steals food. By the way, Shotemaru is a very ugly, stout-looking guy. And he's even prepared to kill a defenseless old lady simply because, well, she's just so old. If you continue living, you will only miss the cruel truth. So Shotemaru appears to be a cynic and follows that might makes right. And even considers the fact that Wano Kuri is doomed. So yeah, this is a man who held on to the pride of the samurai, so to speak. But he doesn't like the weaklings of Wano that live in the leftovers, nor does he like the beast pirates or Uruchi for dishonoring that one. Nor does he even believe Otoki's words. But then Jack appears, riding a very ugly beast, mind you. And he already knows that Luffy were the ones who came to this island and place to do that. And Jack offers Shotamaru to become subordinate, but of course Shotamaru refuses. Actually managed to wound Jack while saying, "Don't underestimate samurai." That is actually, in a way, good, because that once again shows that Jack is not invincible. Of course, that also puts in question yes, how powerful is Shotamaru? He cannot be more powerful than Luffy. Please don't make him more powerful than Luffy. But yeah, either way, they briefly struggled. As Shotamaru just says something about, "I didn't buy that then. So there's no way small fries like you take them down." But then the clouds in the sky change as Law tells everyone to go outside and look at it. And then a very big Asian-looking dragon shows itself in the sky, having Kaido's horns, his beard, and his hair. The law reveals that is Kaido. Kaido has eaten a devil fruit. Well, it's not surprising. But he has the original dragon fruit, the same type of dragon fruit that Momonosuke ate, an artificial one he ate though. Kaido seems to have eaten the real deal. This once again puts Vegapunk into question, and when I mean Vegapunk is the fact that is there a connection to Kaido and Vegapunk after all? There are some theorists out there who theorize that maybe Kaido is a creation of Vegapunk, the first human he created with the lineage factor, but it was an incomplete project. That's why he is not considered a human. And the artificial devil fruit of the dragon was basically just one attempt to mimic Kaido's abilities. Either way, Kaido does have a devil fruit. But what I wonder is, again, if Kaido is a Death Seeker, then why hasn't he just drowned himself? Or is it possible that he's not a Death Seeker, it's just that suicide is a hobby? I mean, granted, suicide was a hobby, but what I'm trying to say is the motives of Kaido's doesn't really make sense. Does he want a warrior's death, or does he just want to kill himself? Either way, that must definitely be a mythical Soen devil fruit. After all, it is, Yonko. And Kaido is demanding Jack to find the brats. So, the plan is the plan. But why do I have a very big feeling that the plan is not gonna work? Especially with Jack moving around the city and all that stuff. And Shotamaru, he won't become an ally directly, but will he become something else? Either way, an info dump of a chapter. Confusing as hell, but you can give me your thoughts if you want any.